In a small village nestled at the edge of a dense forest in Uganda, there lived a beautiful and kind-hearted girl named Nyasha. Nyasha was beloved by all for her gentle nature and her willingness to help anyone in need. She had a close bond with her family and spent her days tending to the animals, helping with the harvest, and weaving intricate baskets from the reeds that grew by the river. One day, while Nyasha was gathering reeds by the riverbank, she felt a strange presence. It was as if the air around her shimmered with an unseen energy. She looked up and saw a figure standing on the other side of the river. It was a young man, strikingly handsome, with an otherworldly aura. He smiled at her, and she felt an inexplicable pull toward him. The young man introduced himself as Kalema. He explained that he was not an ordinary human but a spirit from the forest. Kalema told Nyasha that he had been watching her for some time and had fallen in love with her gentle heart and kind spirit. He asked her to marry him and promised to take care of her and her family. Nyasha was both intrigued and hesitant. She had heard stories of spirits and their magical powers, but she had never imagined that one would want to marry her. After much contemplation, and with the blessings of her family, she agreed to marry Kalema. On the day of their wedding, the entire village gathered to witness the union of Nyasha and the spirit. Kalema appeared in his most magnificent form, radiating an ethereal glow that captivated everyone. The ceremony was filled with joy and wonder as the villagers celebrated this unique and mystical union. After the wedding, Kalema took Nyasha to his home deep within the forest. His dwelling was a beautiful, enchanted place, unlike anything Nyasha had ever seen. The trees were tall and ancient, their leaves shimmering with a silvery light. Flowers of every color imaginable bloomed in abundance, and the air was filled with the sweet fragrance of nature. Kalema's home was a grand structure made of intertwined vines and branches, creating a cozy and magical sanctuary. Life with Kalema was idyllic. He was a loving and attentive husband, always ensuring Nyasha's happiness. He used his spirit powers to make their lives easier, summoning fresh water, ripe fruits, and gentle breezes to keep them comfortable. Nyasha, in turn, brought her warmth and humanity to their home, teaching Kalema the simple joys of everyday life. Despite their happiness, Nyasha missed her family and village. Kalema, understanding her feelings, allowed her to visit them whenever she wished. Each visit was filled with laughter and stories as Nyasha shared her adventures with her loved ones. One day, however, the great drought struck the village. The river dried up, the crops withered, and the animals grew weak with thirst. The villagers were desperate and turned to Nyasha for help. Moved by their plight, she asked Kalema if he could use his powers to bring rain to the village. Kalema agreed, but he warned Nyasha that such an act would require a great sacrifice. He explained that if he brought rain to the village, he would lose much of his strength and would no longer be able to remain in the human world. He would have to return to the spirit realm and could only visit her in her dreams. Nyasha was heartbroken but knew what she had to do. She couldn't bear to see her family and friends suffer. With a heavy heart, she asked Kalema to bring the rain. Kalema, deeply moved by Nyasha's selflessness, summoned all his powers and performed a powerful ritual. The skies darkened, and soon, rain began to pour down on the village. The river filled up, the crops revived, and the animals drank their fill. The villagers rejoiced, grateful for the miraculous intervention. As the rain fell, Kalema grew weaker. He embraced Nyasha one last time, promising that he would always watch over her. With a final, tender kiss, he vanished, leaving behind a gentle breeze that whispered his love for her. Nyasha returned to her village, where she was welcomed as a hero. She carried Kalema's love and memory with her, finding solace in the knowledge that he was always with her in spirit. Every night, in her dreams, Kalema visited her, and they would walk hand in hand through the enchanted forest, their love enduring beyond the boundaries of the human and spirit worlds. The villagers never forgot the sacrifice made by the spirit and the girl who married him. They honored their story through songs and tales, passing it down through generations. Nyasha's love and courage became a symbol of selflessness and devotion, inspiring all who heard her story. And so, the tale of Nyasha and Kalema, the girl who married a spirit, lived on, a timeless testament to the power of love and the magic that exists when hearts are truly united.